I woke up and I have a little bit of redness on my throat, around my mouth, and a little bit on my eyelids, but it's not irritated. So after putting on my moisturizer, my sunscreen, I put on the CeraVe ointment all over my neck and here. So that's kind of what we're living with today. But I want to work out this morning, and I kept going back and forth between a protein bar or a smoothie, and I think I'm gonna do a protein bar. These ones are my favorite. I know that these aren't active, it's just kind of redness, so I don't think it's gonna react. We'll see how it goes. All right, today we're working out. Today I'm doing it by myself. So I'm gonna get my jump rope and my gloves. I can't forget my gloves. Let me show you guys my hands. My hands are doing a lot better. I think if anything, it's always been this thumb. Anyways, this is kind of what my hands are looking like. They're a lot better. They're not as red, but there's still little bits of eczema patches. I think this is going to be the most stubborn area. As soon as they're done healing, I am going to get my nails done because I deserve it. Let's do about 3 minutes, 1 minute each, 3 times. Oh my God. Oh my goodness, that was so embarrassing. How dare I? Ow, what the freak? Whew. That was 100. Let's do that 2 more times. I can see everything I'm blind to now. Ooh, sorry, going too fast. Check. Okay, no Keegan to spot me today, but my favorite day, squat day. A lot of people ask, do I need to do weight training in order to do pole? Do I need to get strong enough before I start pole? The answer is no. I didn't do weightlifting or anything like that when I first started. A lot of people will tell you yes, because it can help. But honestly, a lot of it is just body weight. So you will gain the strength needed for pole dancing just as you practice. So don't let anybody pressure you into saying like, you need to do these things in order to do it. But I do recommend, no matter how you train, just do it safely. Don't overstrain your body, don't overstress it. Start slowly. Fun fact, this weight rack has been in the family for like generations, I feel. Because it was my uncle's, and I think before that it was like my other uncles. I don't know. I want to say this thing is like a good 40 years old. Look how long my hair is getting. Can you guys see it? Once everything is the same height, I'm gonna cut it back to about this height so that I have a really short bob. Mwah! I would eat. Ooh, that's picking up the heart rate. We got 5 on here, 5s, yeah. They have it in freaking kilos. Kilos? I don't know kilos like that. It's time to add my marshmallows. My cute little 2.75 pounders. They're so cute, look at it. So tiny. So tiny, so cute. Been listening to that new Camila album and Megan Thee Stallion. Girl, that girl will put me in a mood. Ah! Remember that like patch of eczema I had right here? It's healed up. There might be like little bits of scarring. I don't know if you could see it on both sides. This one has a little bit more redness on the outside perimeters of it. My back is definitely healing. This is where I still get itchy though. The dupixent, it does the job. Don't doubt that it won't work. It does not get as itchy as before. Like before, I would get stuck in my own world, just like itching it, and I would have this crazed look in my eye that when there's other people around, like my sister and my boyfriend, they'll be looking at me and they're like, hey, stop. And I'm just like going to town on my thumb. If you haven't seen this video, check it out. But I have been eating gluten and soy, and I have been totally okay. Like I've been eating stuff, but I haven't been going crazy. When I went grocery shopping the other day, I saw Chips Ahoy, the chewy ones, and I used to love those as a kid. So I brought it with me to the checkout, but as I was doing self-checkout, I looked at it and I'm like, I'm not gonna eat all of this. Like, maybe if there's a party or something, I'll bring it, but right now I'm not going to. I wanna go a little bit heavier, but again, it's my first time in a while doing it by myself, so let's play it safe. I know it looks like my bar is tilted, but it's because of the angle of the camera. Don't worry. I love to stretch after working out like this because your muscles are already super warm. Let's do 10 of those instead. You know what I need actually is a sweat towel. I have them in the house. Ooh, hold up. Gotta do a little. I tend to hold a lot of like stress in my chest, especially in my like upper left near my shoulder area. That's how I can tell I'm like overthinking something or starting to get anxious. I like doing these things on the barbell or on the pole. Like imagine this is the pole right here. You hold onto it, push it into it, and look over to your other shoulder. That feels really nice. I'll take you guys with me when I start stretching in the pole room. I feel like that worked out my forearm more than it did my hip just because of the weight. Does anyone else have really loud, cracky hips? Hips or even like ankles. I've had it for what I want to say my whole life, but probably when I started dancing. I was like an on and off dancer from when I was maybe 6 to 8, and I loved it. They really stretch your hips out when you're a kid so that you can get flexible pretty fast. And I remember that we were doing one of these stretches where you put your butt to the wall and your legs are up here, and they're supposed to, you're supposed to spread your legs like this, and then the instructor is kind of pushing down on your legs so that they can go down further. And I remember crying and just being like, oh my God, this hurts so much, please. And they were like, you gotta do it, sweetie, you gotta do it. A lot of people nowadays might be like, oh my God, that's child abuse, but I don't know, that was kind of the reality of starting dance when you were younger. That long story is probably the reason why my hips are super cracky. It doesn't hurt, it's just loud. I cannot sneak up on people in the house, especially if it requires me to go upstairs, because you'll hear like a k, 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 k. All right, last set. Ooh, that worked on my back too. Calf raises. My boyfriend's birthday was the other day, and I had made him breakfast, lunch, dinner. For breakfast, it was a gluten-free bagel with smoked cheddar cream cheese. Okay, backstory. We found a smoker. We found a Pit Boss smoker ready to get thrown away outside on our neighbor's driveway. We were passing by, knocked on his door, and we're like, hey, is that for trash? Like, do you mind if we actually try fixing that up? And him and his wife were like, yeah, go for it. Honestly, we're not hands-on people, so once something stops working, we don't even try to tinker with it. So you could see if you could try to save it. It was just like really frustrating for them, so they decided to throw it out. And we said, oh, let's take that. Like, we're taking that for ourselves. So me, my sister, and my boyfriend, we went over, put it in the back of my truck, and they started tinkering with it. The only thing that was wrong with it is that it was overstuffed with pellets. The pellets were stuffed in the back, so it was not able to churn effectively at the bottom. So we ended up emptying out the whole thing of the old pellets, and it turned on, boom, it worked beautifully. So we basically got a free smoker. I think it was like a $600, $800 smoker for free. Beautiful. We smoked some cream cheese with sharp cheddar, a little bit of bacon, and that was meant to be a filling for jalapeno poppers, but we had a lot of leftovers. That's what I used for his bagel. And then for lunch, I have been obsessed with spring rolls, the Vietnamese spring rolls, the ones with the rice paper and there's shrimp inside with vermicelli noodles, mint, cilantro, all that good stuff, right? Historically, since I was gluten-free, soy-free, I was not able to eat the peanut sauce because it was hoisin. I ended up making him a version of that with rotisserie chicken. This is what it looked like, and it was so good. He loved it. I packed that up with a ton of chicken, some pickled carrots. I wish I had daikon radish. That is my favorite. That was his lunch. In Filipino culture, it's tradition to have long noodles on your birthday because it celebrates you having a really long life. And then for dinner, I found a gluten-free, soy-free spinach ravioli, boiled that, and then I made a garlic cream sauce. Oh my God. Browned some butter, put a ton of garlic in, a ton. I put in a splash of half and half, salt, pepper, boom. That was it. But that's what I made on his birthday. Everything I eat is on my Instagram story. So if that's something that you love and something that you want to see, give me a follow over there. Yeah. Yeah. It happened again. Happened again, guys. I forgot to start my Apple Watch. So we're starting it again here. Here we are in my pool room. Fun fact. This used to be a bedroom. And it used to also be my work room. But my work room now is inside the closet. I refused to buy yoga blocks for a long time just because I was like, oh, I have books, I have things that I can use in place of it. They're just random blocks that, what else are they going to be used for? I don't know why I was so stubborn spending like $8 on these things. Maybe $20. Just get them. Just get a pair. Especially if you're into pole and you want to work on your flexibility. And after this is the smoothies, baby. Let's get this in there. This move right here helps my hips not crack when I do this, because healthy hips are the way. Take off my hat. All right. Let's make a smoothie. All right. Oh, shoot. Holy crap, this banana did not want to split on me. You guys know the deal. We have 1 banana, strawberries, blueberries. We have spinach in the refrigerator, so I'm gonna put those in there, and no, it does not change the taste. I got some dark chocolate yesterday. Oh my God, this is such a game changer. Sometimes I use cashews, but today I wanna use peanut butter. Can I handle a full scoop today? You know what, if I can't finish it, I give it to my boyfriend. Flax seeds. Before I used to put chia seeds in here too until I realized that it gets super clumpy. Load it up. Ooh, that might have been too much. She's a little eager right now. I always have to show this humongous thing. It's bigger than the size of my head. It's like a little baby. After this, I want to show you guys my little garden that I have out front. We have a really small porch, but I made something happen. Oh fuck. Beetles. Shit, please don't come here. I'm going inside. There's a beetle flying out there, so I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.